All right. I'm saying this for my benefit and also for yours. But I'm going to label something called the Groundhog Syndrome when you're looking for work. Um, you feel like it's the same thing day in and day out, especially in the dog days of summer. Um, and when you're, like I say, there's a lot of cope and a lot of poor little me, which I'm going to try to leave out. But there's going to be a little bit. So there's going to be a little bit of sad posting, but I got so excited about this particular job, and then I realized, oh, this is like a scam, basically, where it's like you're in one of those kiosks where you're selling like phones, I think, like AT&T phones, and they want you to make like $800 to $1,000 in 3 hours, or like during the week, I think. And it's just such a fucking scam. I should have known the minute I walked in there. It's like there's literally two rooms. It's literally, they're in this this local building, office building, and it's literally two fucking rooms. There's like a a conference room that is just as bare minimum as can be, and then like a separate little office for the manager. And it is a fucking scheme. She's like, well, I was trained as a manager, this and that, and just like, oh, there's so many fucking scams out there, dude. There's this one where it's like, you're going to be selling knives and stuff like that, or you're going to be selling insurance. You can get our license, you can get the license through us, your insurance license through us. But the thing is, though, once you leave, they hold on to you. So if you get your insurance license through them, you can't go anywhere. Like I say, so it's a catch-22. It goes back to, damn, I wish I had learned. Well, I can't even say that, because I did kind of do it. It's like, I was going to say, I wish I had learned a trade. It was like, I did learn a trade. I did go to HVAC school. They didn't teach me diddly squat. I'm sorry, Scott, wherever you are. I know he's retired by now, so I think I can use his name, but it's like, I didn't learn that much. And when I went to work for them, they kept me on for about 6 months, and then they were like, we don't need you anymore. Goodbye, And it like I said, this is the reason why a lot of people push for some sort of socialism. They're tired of going from job to job. They're tired of that nihilistic feeling, like the manager that pats you on the back and say, you did a good job on that, knowing you didn't do a good job, knowing that you don't give a shit. It's a very empty feeling. And it's just one of those things where it's like, when you sign up for an employment service, you know what it's going to be. You know what it's going to be. They're going to call you up at about maybe 8:30 once they get in the office and they have their cup of coffee and they have their list of things. And like I say, I'm not going to hassle them too much, because look, they're doing all they can. But the thing is, though, is that it's a lot of places that it's not pretty. It isn't. You're going to be sweating your balls off. It's like, regardless, it's like, it's outside, it's going to be hot. Just guarantee you're going to be outside, you're going to be hot, and, get used to it. I understand that. I do. I'm foolish enough to think that, let me try to find a white collar job. And it was, my dreams have been dashed. My 4 years in college meant nothing. I kind of knew that, but I said to myself, I wanted to finish what I started. And maybe I'll be in a slightly better position. And you just realize that you're not in a slightly better position. You are in the same place. And I think all you can do is just try to soldier on. Keep applying. I've applied to about maybe 40 something places by now. And I've gone through now 3 interviews. So I'm going to continue on. I'll probably have to do some temp work in between. Hopefully I can maintain maintain the discipline and be like, let's continue on looking for places. Let's continue on looking for something that isn't, go out here and, dig up the edge of a foundation. I had, like I say, I had to do that. They paid me for maybe 40 minutes or so because I had to dig out the edge of a foundation, just like the square edge of it. So yeah, that 90 degree, you had to just dig around that 90 and make sure that, they could, whatever the fuck it was. And that was the day. I'll be honest with you, folks. I'm almost in tears about it. I know that there's a lot of fuck you, I'm going to do the bare minimum out there in the U.S. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but in the U.S. is definitely there. We know it. And we all try to learn the tricks and everything else like that. Some people are better at learning to avoid the BS than others. And you get worn down. And I think all you can do is just try to keep going. I'm going to take a little break, but, basically, not from this. I'll continue on doing videos for now. But I will, go to Express Employment on Monday and just say, yes, I am available. I'll call them up and I'll take what I can get. If I can as long as I can pay off my loans, I guess. And you wonder where you screwed up at. What step didn't you do? And you say to yourself, well, there's a pandemic going on. We were in lockdown. I could have done something in April or May and started applying then. Could have done this, could have done that. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. And you say to yourself, But I think all you can do is laugh at the situation and get out of the house, which is what I'm going to try to do more of, even though it's hot. I got to get over it. Come on, it's never going to change here. It is never going to change. I have to be able to get out. I'll probably go up, like I say, I'll probably go up to the this local coffee house, of course, and I'll be like a lot of these losers and just sit in the coffee house and, look through jobs and go with that. I'm just saying is that it's not easy, but you got to find a way to keep going. You can't just give up, because I've been down that road and I feel that way right now. For some reason, I don't know why. For some reason, looking at their website, I felt like I felt excited. And I realized you should never get excited about a job. You have to you put on the fake stuff in the interview, but you shouldn't be excited. And that's what's happened to me, where you don't get that excited for stuff. I was excited for January 6th because I have become that nihilistic where I'm just like, ha ha, yeah, the system's going down, ha ha. But most people were scared and afraid because they wanted to maintain it. I don't know. Maybe that's, maybe that's because I have become one of those folks who's just like, whatever balkanization has, and I know other people have said this as well, I know, but it seems like anything would be better than this. Just kind of dragging yourself along. Just numb. living in the past. Oh, wow, that 80s song. Wow, let's listen to that. And you just... I've reached a point where I just laugh now. There's no tears. Tears are too much energy. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. But all you can do is just keep going. That's all I can really say. It's like I have to keep going for myself. Maybe it's like what Eminem said. That, I cannot grow old in Salem's lot, so here I go. It's my shot. Feet fail me not. This may be the only opportunity that I got. And of course, but then of course he talks about in the next verse, baby mama drama, and all that, and talking about the downside of fame. But this is what you wanted. It's like, yeah, you have a job. It's one of those fake dichotomies, isn't it, where people are made to feel bad because they're unemployed, or they don't, or maybe they do, work at home or something like that. I mean, obviously that's become more of a thing now, but and they make you feel bad, and then you get a job, and then you're just like, well, why'd you get a job in that? Why didn't you, Yeah, I don't know. I think that I just think this system is broken. This system has been broken for so long, but there are enough people keeping the good cogs going and keeping the cogs that everyone notices going. But they don't realize that the stuff towards the bottom and that the folks that are being trained, it's like basic, I'll simplify it into this. As much as I shit on boomers are keeping the facade up. They're keeping the lights on. When millennials take over, woo-wee, that's all I have to say. Woo-wee. It's not going to be pretty. It is not going to be pretty. I think that there will be enough boomers alive who are going to keep things going. But I think that, like I say, blame who you want. Blame, you can blame millennials. You can blame whoever. There's enough blame to go around. But the thing is, though, is that we millennials just don't know that much, do we? We know about TikTok. We know about, funny stuff or whatever. But it's like in general, how many folks out there know the same stuff as boomers? And do they have the same cordiality, genuine cordialness, genuine concern as boomers do? Do they have that? No, we don't. We have become, like I say, we don't get excited anymore, and sadly, don't fall into the trap of being excited. Like I say, it is a trap. I should, I'll rename this. Instead of calling it the, avoiding the groundhog syndrome, avoid getting excited. That's what I'm just going to call it. Avoid getting excited. Getting excited is for losers. Screw that. Never get excited about anything. God damn, I'm sorry. I'm turning everyone into a zoomer. Let's go hit our a doomer. Let me go ahead and put up the doomer. Here we go. Let me see here. I got to change the thing here. Let's go ahead and do the doomer. There we go. Like I say, I'm about at a tier 3. I'll be honest with you. I'm at a tier 3 where it's like has no social life and spends most of the time inside his room, usually missing any talents and just aimlessly browsing the internet. He is missing a social life and barely goes outside, only when needed, like for groceries. Yes. I'm almost, like I said, oh man. And you can have a job and be a tier 3 doomer. You can. You can even be a tier 4 doomer and still have a job, I think. But all I could do is laugh, man. all you can do, like I say, it's really just everybody has become the Joker. I know it's such a hugely used meme at this point, but it's like we have all become the nihilist. We have all become the Joker, where it's just like, I don't give a fuck, where it's just like, by the time you get hired on, and by the time you take these jobs at these, for these temp jobs, and I don't know, all I can do is laugh, because I know you're gonna see the same people over and over. Like I say, it may be a fairly long gig. You may be there for like a year or two. I laugh because it's like, I spent so much time trying to escape that, and it's like, as much as you distance yourself from it, it pulls you back in. You're pulled back into this. You can't escape. I hope that my words have some sort of resonance with somebody. I'm going to keep going. I will. There's no upsetness there. There's no, there's no whatever. I'm going to keep on applying. I'm going to go to Express Employment to get some money in between, but just know that I don't know. At this point, I might as well just join the rest of those guys, like TRS or whatever, and just start a podcast. I mean, me and the other Carl. I mean, let's do a podcast. Why not? Let's just do that, and we'll go on. Go on, fucking shit. We'll just record it on Discord or something like that, and then we'll just put it out through Libsyn or something like that, right? And just do that shit. I'm just about at that point, just like, we're gonna be doing the podcast for like 10 years. Have like 5 people listen to us, and maybe we'll have like 2 patrons. Anyway, like I say, I'm only half joking. But I hope that you aren't perturbed by my fake canned laughter, because it is. It's canned. But just thinking about it all, there's no tears. There's no anger. Just the grinding feeling that it's never gonna, like I say, this thing will grind you down. And I'm not gonna be grinded down. I'm gonna continue on. I'm not gonna completely give in and follow what some motherfucker says. I'm gonna do my own motherfucking thing. And that's another part of it too. Yeah, you have to keep going, but you know what? I'm gonna say, fuck you, nigga. Fuck what you have to say, I'm gonna keep going. Anywho, that was a long rant. And I think that's all. Like I say, let's just end it here. See you later. Goodbye. No more talking about it. I'm going to continue to apply, and I'm going to enjoy my birthday. Screw it. On the 18th. And I hope y'all enjoy that. And no, I'm not drunk. Goodbye.